Hi guys, I'm John from Gordon Barker. I'm the sales manager here on the sales team. Today, blog is coming to you a little bit differently. So I'm going to talk through 5 frequently asked questions by you, the first time buyer. So firstly, the first common question we get asked is, where do I start? It's quite daunting. It's going to be probably one of your most expensive purchases so far. So where do I start? Do you get your mortgage sorted? Do you start doing viewings? Do you get your solicitor sorted? These are the 3 main questions. What happens first? Our advice is get your mortgage in principle sorted first. This is also known as agreement in principle or decision in principle. It essentially tells you how much you can borrow and therefore how much you can spend and basically what your budget is. So find that out. Use a mortgage broker, find somebody local who can help you. Mortgage brokers do cost a little bit of money, but they are worth it. They take the stress away from you and they also make sure things go through smoothly. They're on your side to make sure your mortgage application goes through nice and clearly. I will quickly interrupt this and say, obviously I'm at home, so there'll be the usual noises around as well. So we've got a little 7-month-old at the moment, so she'll be in the background. Get your mortgage sorted, find out how much you can borrow, and then you can start looking at properties. Call around a few agents. We'd love to help, but of course we don't have every single property on the market in Bournemouth. Call around a few agents and start looking. Get a feel for what you like, what you don't like, and then you can start shortlisting a few properties to then decide, okay, we want something with a garden, we want something with a balcony, we want to be near the beach, whatever it is. So that's number 1. Right, number 2 is, how do I make an offer? Again, quite a common question, and regardless of what you think of the question, it's not a stupid question. If you don't know, you don't know, so please ask. But this is one that we do get asked quite a lot. So how do I make an offer? The best way is put it in writing. Email these days is best, so jot it in an email. It helps keep a reference point for you. It logs it on, with us quite clearly. Follow it up with a phone call as well. That certainly can't harm. Put it in writing and we will log it. So as an estate agent, we have a legal obligation to put all offers forward to the owner within 24 hours. We'll certainly get it done quicker than that, but that's just a little fun fact of what our obligations are. So jot it in an email and send it to us. Number 3, is my offer legally binding? Now this is quite an interesting one, and in short, the answer is no, not yet. Not until exchange of contracts. So not to jump too far ahead, but exchange of contracts is pretty much the point a few days prior to you actually moving into your property. It's where solicitors have asked their questions on your behalf, made sure everything's exactly as it should be, and solicitors exchange contracts, and that is the legally binding point at which the property is yours. Prior to that, unfortunately, it's not legally binding. Now, of course, we as agents do our best to keep deals together. It's in the buyer's interest, it's in the seller's interest, and certainly it's bad practice to keep putting offers in, withdrawing them, or vice versa with the seller having offers accepted and then declining them. So we do make sure that once an offer goes in, the buyer is sure about it, and of course the seller is sure about selling. So we do our best to make sure it all goes through, but it's the exchange of contracts where it is legally binding. Number 4, what happens after my offer is accepted? So this is the really good news. We give you a call to say congratulations, your offer has been accepted. I usually say to my buyers that the next 1 to 2 weeks is the quite intense part to get everything sorted. It's not just you, the buyer, but it's also the sellers that need to do quite a bit of work as well as solicitors. So there's 6 key players in the sale process. There's us as agents, you as the buyer, the seller, your solicitor, your seller's solicitor, and if you have a mortgage broker, then that's the 6th party in play. Once the offer is accepted, call your solicitor, let them know that the offer has been accepted. We will then contact your solicitor on your behalf as well to let them know more about the property, more about the sellers and the seller's solicitor, so they have information on hand to contact the relevant people. Also contact your mortgage broker to let them know that the offer has been accepted and that they can start prepping your mortgage application. So they won't have done anything officially with your mortgage yet other than tell you how much you can borrow. So telling them that you have that offer accepted gets the ball rolling the next step. There's a few additional processes in place, but our main advice once the offer has been accepted right through to the finish line is keep in touch with everyone. Keep in touch with your mortgage broker, keep in touch with us, keep in touch with your solicitor. We will all educate you along the way of what you need next. So whether it's signing documents, paying a bit of money here and there for legal searches, don't worry, you don't have to pay us any money. But again, your mortgage broker might need a bit of money. It depends on the professional you're dealing with. So that is number 4. What happens next? And finally, number 5, how long will the process take? It is bit of a how long's a piece of string question. However, on average, it will take about 12 weeks to get from having your offer accepted to moving in. That is on average. There are things you can do to speed that up yourself, and that really starts from day one. Again, I keep banging on about it, but choosing somebody local, a good local solicitor, a good local broker, they will certainly help with speeding things up. Having someone that you can pop into their office, speak to them face to face. Generally speaking, they're easier to get hold of on the phone. We've dealt with all sorts of brokers and solicitors over the years, and I'm sure we will to come. A lot of these online conveyancing factories where they just pump out a lot of business, but they don't have that customer care element. So choosing somebody local is key. These can shave a few weeks off here and there. There are various other things that can delay the process, but if you put a generalized timestamp of 3 months into having your offer accepted to them moving in, that'll be about right. But of course, we'll update you along the way. If you're buying through us, we'll keep you updated if there are going to be any unforeseen delays. If there's likely to be quicker, which is always the good news, then we'll let you know. I hope that helps. If you do have any questions about the 5 frequently asked questions, if I haven't quite been clear enough, please ask. And of course, if you have any other questions, let us know. Feel free to comment, feel free to message us directly. Our phones are still working, so our landlines are being diverted to our mobiles, so feel free to give us a call. And keep safe, and we'll speak soon.